Hi, today is February 5th, 2015, and I had recorded this nice long video blog yesterday and got through the end of it and realized my mic wasn't on. So, um, the camera and the mic on this computer, on this laptop, are not very good, so I apologize for the poor quality. And hopefully there's not some loud buzzing noise throughout the entire thing, but we'll see. This is really more of a test. That's a little better. Okay. What are some things I wanted to talk about? So work has been going well. Um, as you know, part of what I had, as you may or may not know, one of the things I had come to a conclusion over the last year and a half of unemployment before I started this job. Um, at the end of that, actually a week before I was offered this job position with the dog walking company, is I was going to go into business as graphic design. Now, before I went to school for computer animation, I did graphic design, and I have a degree in multimedia, which I got in 2005. It's just an associate's degree. Worked in the field for a good year and a half, and then went to college in Florida, Ringling College of Art and Design in Sarasota, Florida, and got a Bachelor's of Fine Arts in computer animation. Um, and I don't know if you guys are aware of what's really happening in the visual effects world in Los Angeles, but a lot of it's exporting out of the country. And so it's made the field here very saturated with a lot of amazing talent and not as many jobs. So it's really hard to find work. So instead of chasing jobs all over the world, if I was single and by myself, that would probably be much more likely that I'd be okay with that. But now that I've met my husband and we're married and we probably want to have kids, um, yeah, I really don't have any desire to move all over the world just chasing maybe a job here and there. So I decided to go back to graphic design. It's been a while. It's probably been almost like 9 years, 8.5 years since I've worked in graphic design. So my skills need to be updated, which I've been working on, and I've been doing projects here and there for friends and stuff like that, and working on some projects. But one of the things I've realized, sorry, there's a fly around here. One of the things I've realized is I really don't know how to run my own business, aside from just taking projects here and there. I really want to make this a legit, full-fledged business of my own, and I don't want to be totally disorganized in how this is functioning. I want it to function well. I want it to be organized. So I decided the local community college, West LA Community College, is offering just some small starter classes. A couple, let's see here. One of them, it's like a weekend, it's just like 2 weekends, creating a successful business and then creating a business plan. I've never taken a class in business. Out of the 2 degrees I have, I've never taken a class in business. So I really don't know the first thing about business. So I figured this would be helpful just to get my feet wet. They're not hugely expensive classes. I figure if I really want to get into it further, I can, because there's several colleges around here I could take a class or two. The thing I like about this is it's on the weekends. It's not while I work, and it'll get my feet wet. And they're not super expensive, so I'm looking forward to that. Another thing that I'm working on is I need to update my coding skills. It has been so long since I have done any coding. And one of the things, the internet is awesome. Between YouTube and just blogs out there, there's so much amazing stuff out there. So several months ago, I came across a blog called the Freelance to Freedom Project, and it's supporting freelancers who want to make their own business and work for themselves. Um, so that was really cool. There's a lot of good information on there and just encouragement. She does a lot of encouraging, but she's always got a lot of other resources and links that link you onto this or that. Anyway, through the grapevine, I subscribed to through her post. I subscribed to another post called AppSumo, And through AppSumo, I found, what's the name of it? It's called General Assembly. And the thing that caught me was learn how to code HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which I think would be beneficial because one of the things I want to do is graphic design is get into web development and web design and stuff like that. I like the art part of it, but I need to be able to know how to make it function well. So I'm really, I want to start learning how to code. And I'm sure there's so many other areas in which I could do that, but I think it'll be really beneficial and help me have a solid foundation to not just doing graphics, but also having building blocks to web design. So I'm excited about that. And plus, oh my gosh, there's so many amazing tutorials on YouTube. There's a website called tutvid.com, and there's all kinds of awesome graphic design, just all kinds of graphic stuff that he does tutorial videos for. And he has a YouTube channel. So you can watch the stuff on, he's got Photoshop, web design, Dreamweaver, Illustrator, and some other stuff, which is awesome. And he's got a channel on YouTube. So I came across his most recent one. It's a Photoshop tutorial. I am totally self-taught on Photoshop. All of the classes that I've ever had on Photoshop, I'd already known everything at that point, and known everything that they had taught in the class at that point that I took the class. So I don't feel like I've ever had like an advanced Photoshop class, with all the like nitty-gritties. Probably stuff you learn with experience. But the internet is a vast, amazing thing, and there's so much that people are willing to just teach you online for free, which is awesome. I have CS5. I have a legitimate bought and paid for copy of CS5. When I graduated college, I bought the premium production package from Adobe Suite, and I have a gazillion different software. So I have Illustrator, Photoshop, blah, blah, all bought and paid for. It was not cheap, but it's mine. And I'm not huge on pirated software. I'm not huge on pirated anything. I'm not going to get into arguments about it. But, so mine's bought and paid for. And the thing I'm a little concerned about is, new tools that are in the newer software that I may not necessarily have. But just upgrade, right? That all costs money. So I'm going to work with what I have right now. And CS5 is pretty good. One of the things I'm excited about, he just released a tutorial on advanced selecting hair, which is, okay. So, when you have you have an image and the hair is like, ooh, wispy in the background and you want to change the background. So this is how to change the background without cutting all the hair out. And when you have these fine pieces of hair out there, you don't want to cut around it and make it look like you literally cut around it and stuck it on any piece of paper. So it's how to do that well. And it's got a tool I've never heard of. I don't know if that's in my version. I haven't had a chance to reproduce this yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So there's several things I'm going to be working on. Business stuff, coding, and upping my ante with Photoshop skills, because I love to do photo editing and retouching and stuff, and just creating anything and everything in Photoshop. I don't like painting as much. I like painting in Corel Painter, but I have an older student version of Corel Painter, and I was looking at their new version, and whew, beautiful. I don't have the money for that, though. Oh, so many things I want to do, and it all requires money. The other thing I really want to get into more so is I love photography. I love taking pictures. I love just I just love the beauty and the art of photography. And I have a crap camera. I just have a point and click. So nothing spectacular. And when it was newer, it took really great pictures, but as it's gotten older, it's just, bleh. But I want to get a good, decent camera. And some good, decent lenses and stuff. And so I've been doing a lot of research on that without breaking the bank. So if you have any good recommendations on a camera you own that you absolutely love, post them in the comments, because I totally want to hear. personal experience from people. That would be awesome. Let's see here. I don't know if there's any other updates that I have off the top of my head. That was like 10 minutes of rambling. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, things are good. Life's well. Yeah. Alright, well, I had jury duty today. It was really kind of awesome. I went in at 9. I sat there for like an hour. And then they called us into the courtroom. And as we were doing a little spiel, like, I'm Jasmine, I do this, I live in this area, but just like a basic spiel they have you do. We got through about 15 people out of 35, and there was some shuffle. The judge stopped everything. He talked with the lawyers to the side, and then he said, the case has been dismissed. Or no, the case has been settled. Like, really? And so they said, okay, go back up to the juror selection room, whatever. And if there's another trial waiting, they'll select you for that trial, possibly. But if not, they'll give you a ticket and you're done. You're done serving for jury duty. Period. Awesome. So we went back up and they were like, there are no other trials. So you have done your jury duty. So literally my jury duty for the first time ever took me 2 hours. I really lucked out. I hope I don't jinx it for next time though. So, yeah. Yay. Okay, that's it. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye, guys.